Aliazia was cruelly teased by those around him, and he had a tumor on his face that threatened to kill him the moment he was born. He overcame all obstacles and mockery and discovered a love for dancing, which not only saved his life, but also helped him rise to the top of TikTok's artist list. This is the incredible story of a young man who inspired and strengthened millions of people by using his pain as a source of strength. The TikTok dance phenomenon in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, Aliazia, is well known among the locals, but his path to this point has not been easy. His face was born with huge cysts packed with fluid due to an extremely rare ailment known as cystic hygroma. Aliazia's airway was blocked by cysts when he was a newborn, so doctors had to undergo life-saving surgery to get him to breathe. He has always lived with a track which serves as another airway for safety reasons. This has been vital for Aliazia because he frequently experiences swelling in his face and neck. Despite his facial tumor, Aliazia will continue to dance. He had a unique illness that left his face covered with cysts filled with fluid. Every 2 months, his face swells, causing him great pain. When he was younger, the local kids used to call him Big Face, Mr. Potato Head, and Quagmire, among other nicknames. He feels liberated and forgets all of his troubles when he is dancing. Since the day the Troc was born, the physicians have consistently informed him and his parents that it is an additional airway for safety purposes. If his face and neck swell, he will be unable to breathe through his mouth or nose. To prevent infection, he must keep it clean. This is what his mother taught him to do, and he's a master at it. There are just 2 other people who are aware of his extremely rare illness. His breathing was hindered by the cysts at birth. The surgeon had to operate to save lives. They informed him he would not live to adulthood. He only wants to go at least a full year without experiencing discomfort after spending 4 days in the hospital the last time. Sadly, though, that was not how it transpired. Every 2 months he visits the hospital due to swelling and facial agony. The pain is 10 out of 10. They had to give him steroids because the agony was so severe. Is it impossible for your doctors to remove the cyst? Or have they tried? Aliazia. When they attempted to do surgery, they informed my mother that 3 things may go wrong. He will either not be able to see, smile once more, or make it through the procedure. But she refused, saying that she loves me the way I am. His mother stood with him no matter what. It was certainly not easy growing up. The nasty things started in middle school. The local kids used to call him names like Big Face, Mr. Potato Head, Quagmire, and other derogatory terms. He learned a lot from his mother. "Son, you are normal, and you will get through this," Mom would constantly tell him when he was being picked on or made fun of. 2019 saw the death of his mother. It was not a good time for him back then. It was as if everything had turned upside down for him. And when his father passed away in 2020, he felt abandoned. Everything related to his health care, including insurance and doctor visits, was handled by his mother. As a result, Aliazia was extremely terrified of the future and wondered how he would survive without a woman by his side. Aliazia's childhood buddy, Achante, attended the same middle school as her. When she first saw him in the news, she said that he was so distinctive and special, and she expressed a strong desire to have the opportunity to be friends with him. They went to the same school for their high school education. She approached him one day when he was in the room and inquired, "Do you need someone to sit with or someone to talk to?" "Indeed," he replied, and just like that, they started talking. He replied that everything was good when she asked how things were going. As they talked more, Aliazia revealed to her that the only thing that still bothers him a little bit is that he occasionally receives nasty remarks on social media. He began using social media as an experiment, thinking, "Oh, that's fun, I'll keep doing it. If people want to see more, I'll give them more." He occasionally receives criticism. At first, this made him a little angry, but what wounded him more was that he was simply being himself and not trying to impress anyone. He received a lot of nasty nicknames from people who thought he looked like one of those Attack on Titans guys. Ashante inquired about his thoughts on such remarks, asking how they were making him feel. He remarked, "Sincerely, that was hurtful." He clarified that if anyone has direct knowledge of him, they will be aware of his character. Ashante believes that Alice handles these remarks quite well because he never responds to them or disputes them, is extremely self-assured, and is much more forthcoming about who he is. When Aliazia was 6 years old, he realized how much he loved to dance and how much it was a part of who he was. 15 years after winning a dance competition, he is still dancing. In the summer of 2013, he began work on Louisville, Kentucky's Big Four Bridge. He was dancing and making more money than he wanted, and people told him to keep doing it. He had CDs and a boombox. He did feel awkward at first when he first went on the bridge, but he eventually grew used to it. Ashante, who was with him the entire time, stated that he was constantly anxious, particularly because he was in public and there were a lot of different individuals around, all of whom could be quite hazardous. Reactions from people include approaching him, striking up a conversation, asking for selfies, and pointing out your less-than-ideal aspects. At night, he put on a fantastic performance that the public will never forget. While he dances, he feels fantastic and free, believing that nothing can stop him or affect him. After his performance that evening, Ashante gave him a great hug, since she was very proud of him. He constantly goes out these days, regardless of the number of people in attendance. He gives every performance his best. His infirmity, or anything else for that matter, doesn't stop him from pursuing his dreams or derail him from his life's ambitions. He feels that it's crucial to make himself known because he wants to demonstrate to the world his abilities despite his illness, doctors' visits, hospitals, or anything else. He hasn't allowed anything to stop him from pursuing his goals in life. In your opinion, would your parents be pleased? My parents would be very proud of me, I know. I think they'll cry because I'm no longer their little one. However, they would be extremely appreciative of anything I did. Aliazia has received support from friends and family and has found solace in his passion for dancing, despite everything he has been through and the ongoing hatred he has experienced online. He has been entertaining on Louisville's Big Four Bridge for the past 11 years, earning recognition both locally and on TikTok. However, Aliazia does not pursue fame and wealth since, as he candidly stated, "Dancing allows me to be myself and forget about my problems." If you find value in the content we provide on this channel, give it a thumbs up, and please leave a comment below regarding your thoughts about our story. To get the latest update, kindly hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video!